Hello and welcome to my first podcast, broadcast, web video, webinar. I don't know what you call it. I think I'll just call it shooting from the hip. What I want to show you is how to get around my new website. That is, my website address is oldzero.com. That's O Oscar, L Lima, D David, Z Zebra, E Edward, R Richard, O Oscar.com. And the best way to get into oldzero.com is to go up into the address bar of your favorite browser and type oldzero.com, oldzero.com. And here I am. I apologize, the screen real estate is kind of limited, so some stuff may appear off screen. But here's my website, Oldzero Photographique. I just like the way that rolled off the tongue. This is my slideshow that I have going, which shows some of the stuff I've rendered and taken out and sold at various boutiques and craft shows and things of that sort. The heart of the website is my online menu. I have a home page, which is what we're looking at now, a blog in which I don't have much turned up right now, so I will be working on that shortly. And I have galleries. Galleries are where I've taken all the pictures I've uploaded and broke them into categories. Animals, black and white photographs, coast shots, landscapes. Let's look at one, shall we? Let's look at landscapes. You click landscapes and it takes you to the landscape page. How do you know it's the landscape page, you say? Because it says it right here, landscapes. Now, on almost all the pages, I renovated them and made them look like this over the cluttered way that I used to have them. I have to the right, you have a rather large thumbnail of the picture that I've done. And then I have to the left, I have a title for that picture or that work. In this case, it is Hills Above Pasadena. And then there's a small little bit of verbiage. I like to put verbiage in with my photographs. It kind of gives the person looking at them a little bit of a background into what I was thinking or what motivated me to do certain things. Here's another one, Sky on Fire, Hoover Dam. So how do you get a quicker or a larger look? Well, what you do is you go right, hover above it, notice your cursor turns into a finger, and click it one time. And there you go. You've got a slightly larger picture that you can look at a little closer. When you're done looking at it, you click the little black X in the upper right-hand corner. It takes you back to the main page. Okay? Now, what we can do is slide up to the top and look at another gallery if we want, like vintage aircraft. And here's some vintage aircraft. Here's a Grumman F3F. I shot this at a Chino Air show, and it was, well, read the verbiage. And if you click it, you get a larger picture. This is one of my favorites. I did a series of these, 4 pictures, various aircraft. And I really, really, really enjoyed doing them. And they sold well, too. Now, let's look at Shop Online. I have a menu similar to the galleries menu in which I have my online store divided into. What's my online store, you ask? I sell prints through Fine Art America. And, well, let's just go over there and then I'll explain it to you. Let's go to Desert Landscapes in Fine Art America. Here we have, now we're in the Fine Art America website. And recognize this? Hoover Dam Tower? Yeah, it looks a lot like that Sky on Fire picture. So if I wanted to buy this, per se, I would click it and I can peruse over it. Off to the right, you can do canvas prints, framed prints, art prints, greeting cards, and they have prices down there. Let's just say I wanted to do an art print. I click art print. And then I get a close-up of the picture. I pick the size I want, which, let's say we want an 11 by 14. And let's say you wanted a frame for it. So we'll include frames. We can pick a frame. Let's just pick this frame. And as you can see, the picture has a representation for the frame there. We have mats. You can pick a mat, pick the paper it's printed on, and then the last button is how you finish. I will not go in and add this to the cart because the rest of this is kind of self-explanatory. You know, I'm sure we've all been out there enough and buying things that we know about adding to the cart. So let's hit the back button, get out of here, go back to oldzero.com. I'll have to make a shortcut there one time. Oops, went one page by it, so we'll go back again. Now, next to shop online, I have videos. Videos are where I'm going to be putting little video tutorials, classes, welcome videos like the one you and I are watching right now, and so on. And if you click open videos, there it is. There's the video we're looking at right now with a little bit of an explanation. Next to that is a what's new. Well, let's click it and see what's new. This says what's new as of 11/11/2013. For a lot of you people, like myself, pardon me, I swallowed wrong. Like myself, I peruse some sites pretty much a lot. So what I do is I'll look through them, and I find it kind of nice to be able to separate the old stuff from the new stuff, so it makes my browsing a little easier. So this is as of 11/11, which really makes it old stuff because I think it's 11/14. But it's laid out exactly the same way as the other galleries. Here's cliffs to the beach. And let's just say you wanted to get a print. I haven't got them for sale online yet in the online menu, but I do have a button that says get a print. So let's click get a print. And there you go. So for those of you that want to get the latest and greatest prints and you feel the need to buy one, well, I'm certainly not going to stop you from doing that. In fact, you'll have my undying gratitude. But this is how you go about doing it. Once again, you go to what's new, you click get a print. Get a print takes you over here. Here's an art print. It's going to cost you 17 bucks unless you want it a little bit larger. And then it goes to $25.50. And you can add it to the cart. You can do just about anything you want there. Fine Art America, getting back to Fine Art America real quick, you can get metal prints, acrylic prints, canvas prints, greeting cards, framed prints, and standard prints. Fine Art America is really good at getting you in, setting you up with what you need, and getting you out. And it's not too hard. But if you have any problems raising the site or trying to find a print to buy or just general questions, there's a spot on the website that tells you it is, let me look. Let's just go to the home page. I know all of you are probably saying, why doesn't he just go to the home page? You can leave me a message here under the contact forms. Now, this will send me an email. You can also email me down here in this lower corner, this little icon. This will also drop me an email. This will take you to my Facebook page. Also, I have a little bit about myself. Here's a picture of me and a character that is known as Death Valley Bob. Death Valley Bob's got quite a story. And I'm thinking for my blog, my opening article in my blog, I'll explain why he's called Death Valley Bob and recount how I met him. It's kind of a cool story. Now, let's go down here at the bottom. A lot of you ask me, well, what kind of software do you use? What kind of programs do you have? How'd you learn to do this and that? Well, it's a long story, but I will give you this right now. Here are the software links. I use these three software products: Topaz Labs, Nix software and On1 software. They have suites of plugins that I use, and I use them in conjunction with painting on the photograph, and along with some other things. Now, I host my website on Weebly Hosting. They're inexpensive. They've got a good product. I was grandfathered in at a great price. I highly recommend them. They're always improving things. They're great to work with. Now, off to the right, I have learning resources. Here's Kelby Training for you photographers or you people who want to get closer to your camera. Here's On1 University, which is a collection of tutorials for the On1 software. And here's somebody who's near and dear to my heart. I love listening to his videos, Serge Ramelli. Serge has a YouTube channel, and he offers up a lot of tips, explanations on Photoshop, Lightroom, and much more. His videos are really good. Now, if you really want to get the detailed explanations, I recommend you buy some of his video packages, in which they delve into. Well, I'm going through the Lightroom series right now, but I can't say enough about him. If you want to go to his site, the link's here. You click the link, and it takes you to his site. Isn't this beautiful? When I grow up, I want to be Serge Ramelli. Don't tell him that, though. Here's home news tutorials in English. Yeah, and here's tutorials in French. Look at this picture. Isn't it fantastic? I've got a tutorial in which he shows how he made that picture. Going back, let's go back to oldzero.com. And that's pretty much it. We went right through the whole thing. So I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to leave me a message or try to contact me. I'll put you on my email list, and as things change, I'll try to get an email out to you. That includes videos that I make, tutorials, explanations, anything that's new and current on the blog as I go through, updates to the blog. I'll try and keep you well abreast of what's happening at Oldzero. And I hope this was informative for you. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.